All right, we're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Lucky Ocean podcast. Here with Clean. No work today, or you just taking a break, or what's going on?
I got to work. I just go in a little bit later today. I worked
Nice.
like 6 in a row, like 9 to 8, 9 a.m. to 8
Dang.
p.m. shifts.
Dang.
So I'm going in late today.
Yeah.
A little bit later. So
Fair enough, man.
yeah, it's like Fair Week here in town. So like a bunch of people come in, elephant ears, this, that, and the other. It's so stupid.
Yeah. If the store performs really well, do you get a bonus or anything like
No.
that? No. Damn.
No.
Damn. Just there working the extra hours when it's busy and not getting any of the rewards.
Yeah. Well, the big thing is, and I tried to pull their hand with it a little bit, like to incentivize them to give me some sort of profit sharing, because like I was running labor a little high, like 25% or whatever, which is high. Like you generally want to run it around like 21%, give or take. Like that's ideal, to where like 21 cents on the dollar is going out just to pay your staff to be there, right? Like that's pretty efficient. So they were like, why's your labor so high? And I was like, well, because I want to make sure the customer is taken care of or whatever. Like, you can be more efficient. And I'm like, of course we can be more efficient or whatever. But it's like, I don't have any incentive to like sweat.
Right. Like I could tell somebody to stay home and work that shift for them, but like,
right.
What's
like,
my incentive to do that?
And sweat.
Right.
Like,
right.
Why do you want me to like, why would I do that? So
right.
I'm like, what's up?
What's going on, Ozar? No, that's
Ozar?
always spell it backwards for Ozar. Always.
Ozar. That's right. I remember that was last time, like 3 weeks ago. Sorry I haven't been here.
All good, man. All good. I took off last week just because I knew that you were kind of busy and I didn't really have anything planned. I did a stream before that where it wasn't planned, and like I was just kind of rambling. My ADHD was going crazy, and I was just like, okay, all right, maybe let me like only do this if it's like structured a little bit better, so I'm not just like rambling a little bit. But yeah, man. Has there been anything that you've been looking at?
I sold a little bit of snack at the local top.
Nice.
So I was pretty enthused with that. Like I made, I think 400 ADA, which is nothing.
That's something, bro.
Yeah, it's something. It's nothing to like laugh at, I guess you would say. I mean, shit, I'll take that all day. That last little hump right there.
Right here-ish.
Tippy top. Yeah.
This one, yeah.
Yep.
I saw it and I was like, I feel like it's negative, but it was during all the peak Trump, he had just gotten, I think that was when around the time he got shot, and, markets were pumping because he did the whole like fist bump afterwards. People were going crazy for Trump, bro. It was, dude, that was so crazy. We had a presidential assassination attempt. Like,
weird.
Dude, and it didn't really hit me. Like it still hasn't hit me, to be honest. Like it hasn't been like this,
really
like
hit him either. It hit him in the ear.
That was a good one. But yeah, I don't know. Like I thought about it, and I think it started to hit me a little bit when somebody was like, think about how America would have been if he actually got assassinated. And
Dude,
then
Republicans would have been so pissed off.
I don't think it would have been just Republicans. I think the whole world really would have most of the world, including like outside of the United States, would have been pretty pissed too. I don't know how the rest of the world views Trump, but I know right now in America, it's either Trump, hoorah, or like I'll take a nap with Sleepy Joe. Like there's like it's almost like a 20-80 split right now. I don't think there's a shot in hell for Democrats right now. But and then Trump or Biden stepped down, bro.
That's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Right. And now there's all sorts of conspiracies that like he's been sick, or even that he's already dead, or like all sorts of things are coming out. Who knows, really? Right. It's probably all bullshit, but
it's all weird.
It's crazy.
It's all very, very weird, Yeah.
I mean,
but it was kind of weird in my time to think like, I thought, there are some radical people out there, but I never thought, people are going to try to assassinate a president. Dude, what an absolute terrible job by the Secret Service, by the way.
I know. That lady, I think she finally got fired, the chief or whatever it was.
She did finally?
Or she resigned.
Well, yeah, she got fired.
Essentially, yeah.
And not to be like, whatever, that's not, I'm not trying to bring up anything here, and maybe this is part of the misogyny in me or like whatever, but there were a lot of shorter women trying to protect a 6'2" ex-president. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
I mean, there's a time and a place for your big dudes and your smaller dudes, right? I mean, that if you're on the front lines, you want your bigger dudes. Like
right.
that doesn't make too much sense logically, you know? I don't think it's misogynistic to say that like a smaller woman or a taller man or even a taller woman and a smaller woman, like it would have been better to put in the bigger bodied people.
Like, it's okay if they're women. They just have to be really tall.
Yeah,
Like,
just
you know
make
what I
sure
mean?
they're like rugby players or something. Like
Right.
I don't
Right. It's
know,
just
man.
it just something doesn't add up, you know?
It doesn't. It really doesn't. It makes no sense. There were a lot of people recording, being like, "Hey, here's a shooter right here," and people are just like, "What? What do you mean? What's going on?" Like, I don't know. And it took them like 5 minutes to process. Like, "Oh yeah, I see a person with a gun." Like,
Yeah.
oh, you, I don't know, man. I don't. I was thinking from the shooter's point of view, or counter sniper's point of view, and I was thinking the same thing before it came out. Like maybe he had to be given the clear to go ahead and take this guy out because it looks like in the video that he's staring right at him through the barrel.
Right.
And then like a few shots go off and I don't know what's going through his head. Maybe he's like, "Can I please shoot? Can I please shoot? Please let me shoot. Please let me shoot." And they're just like,
Yeah.
"Fine," and then shoot. But I don't know. There were so many shots that went off while this guy's essentially like looking almost right at him.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's no way to save somebody if you can't shoot before the other guy shoots. Then you can't
Correct.
save people.
Correct.
So I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me.
It's wild. But like yeah, as far as like coins, as far as crypto and stuff like that, Trump said, you know, he's going to support crypto, which whatever that means. I mean, he has already with Matic and stuff like that. He has collections on there and whatnot.
Yeah, he
So it's
has collections, but I don't know if that's like supporting or just being like, like a part of the culture, kind of making your own bag off of it,
well,
right?
yeah, whatever it is, I don't care.
Still
Like,
more so than Biden for sure.
yeah, I think it's more along the lines of like, at least he's like pretended to dabble in it, you know what I'm saying? Or he's dipped his toe in it,
Right.
right? To where it's like, okay, I feel a little bit more comfortable as far as like crypto wise supporting somebody like Trump as opposed to like a Biden who has no idea like what's going on most of the time, you know?
Yeah, it really surprises me too. It's like when there's like two decent presidents, it doesn't surprise me when there's a lot of polarization. But like when one president is so bad and the other one is, debatably evil, I guess is the only thing you could really say, but like definitely more coherent, more, subject to lead a country.
I don't think Trump is evil per se.
That's what I'm saying though, is
It's
like
just way too off the cuff. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying that those are the two camps of like
Yeah.
I either want Trump or I think he's evil. Right? Those are the
Yeah.
two camps. I don't think
Okay, I got
anybody's like, I think Biden's a better president. I don't think anybody's truly thinking that. Right? It's either you don't like Trump because you think he's evil or you do like Trump. I don't
yeah.
think it's like, oh, I think Biden's a better president. Like,
Yeah.
damn straight. Like,
Yeah.
this guy, he's so deep into politics. He's meditating 24/7. Like, he's
Right.
just
He's
like, I don't know,
relaxing.
man.
Did you see Trump's golf game, by the way? During the
No.
debate or whatever, like he was like, I've seen you golf, it's terrible. Like, you know what I mean?
I
Like
do remember that.
he was like, there's no way you're a handicap of 6. No way. And like, dude, he was golfing with like a professional golfer and he was performing very well.
Yeah. No,
There's video of them golfing together, and the professional golfer was like, I can't believe this is happening right now. Because he has such a shitty swing. You know what I mean? Like it looks ugly, but holy crap, like he's actually a pretty good golfer.
he looks fit for his age. Like the things that he does, the way that he acts, the way that he speaks, the way that he carries himself looks very aware and very fit for his age.
Yeah, he's
Right?
like
I mean,
78, right?
for anybody really, but especially for his age.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like 78, not too bad.
Like if I got tackled at 78 by all those Secret Service men after getting shot in the ear, and then I came up and I fist pumped at 78, bro, that's pretty hardcore.
That's
It's
nuts.
pretty.
You know, that's a T-shirt. It's got to be a T-shirt,
Oh, it's
right?
got to be. It's definitely a T-shirt at least.
Or like a
There's
poster
probably
moment or something
mugs.
like
Like,
that. You know?
yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I think it'd be funny to get like signed. I don't know. You do your vote, you get it signed by Trump or something. Like,
That'd
I
be
don't know.
crazy.
Just those fake memorabilia things where you buy a baseball and it's like fake signed by Albert Pujols or whoever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be pretty legit.
But yeah, dude, that's been going on. This new meme coin called Mom launched like a day ago.
Yeah, which I saw that, and it's charting.
Or is this
Uh,
morning, I guess.
yeah, snacks down.
Dude, I
Yeah,
don't
mom.
know.
Was it
Any of these.
trending? It was under trending, I want to say.
Yeah, it was number 6 when I woke up this morning, or number 5. Now it's number 7. But these coins, I don't know, the same outline is going to be for so many coins. But when you see like a top like this, and then it just like comes down like a hammer, and then you get one that like kind of comes back, and then it comes right back down, like give up. As soon as you see that, it's
Yeah,
over. Like cut your losses, get the hell out. But it's crazy, dude. It's got 14,000 ADA pooled. And that's after the sell-off.
yeah.
A brand new coin. I don't know who launched it or like why this one's going off. I saw that somebody did launch a stepmom coin, which I thought
Yeah,
was really funny, but that's
yeah,
not doing anything. I'm pretty sure it's a rogue pool.
yeah. I don't know.
This is probably a rug pull, to be honest.
Literally, people just get into this stuff to shit on other people's bags, right?
Yeah, there's like the sniper game, I think, is what's happening and always has been happening, but more recently because of Nike and all that. Is you go and as soon as you find a coin that's under like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes have launched, you go and the real snipers, the good ones, get it within 5 to 10 minutes. Maybe they're using friendbot, snackbot, or something to try to like stay ahead of the game. And you wait for those LPs to come out and then you just snipe them. I know a lot of people are doing that. And if you can get in, I mean, because so many people are doing it and they're willing to get in a little bit later, the people who actually get in early are making good money. But you
Yeah,
have to make sure that you're doing it to get out, because
yeah,
you're probably doing it every day, and you're probably doing it 2 to 3 times a day with all these different coins, and you want to get out, right?
yeah. Nike's hurting pretty bad.
I know, dude. I remember the last stream I had too. I was like, I'm just gonna wait for Nike to recover before I give it out, and then we can have like a little hype moment. Nike will be pumping, and it still might. But I sold all the Nike that I bought for a loss.
Yeah,
Yep, I did it as soon as it had that first decline. Like, I think where were we? I think we were like right here, and I just saw it like dump to here,
yeah.
or no, it was back here. Yeah, it was back here at like 15, 16-ish. And I just saw like this big wick, and I was like, all right, I'm out.
I mean, with GameStop, I made $1,500.
Nice. Recently?
The 1,400. Yeah, I sold most of it. Bought in at like $20 basically. Sold it at like 25, 26. Yeah.
GME. There is another stock I was looking at. I was surprised that GME has been holding up like this, though, to be completely real.
Yeah.
Holding up decently. But there was another stock that I've been looking at. It's called AMCR. Have you heard of this?
No.
This is not it. ACMR. Excuse me. I'm down. I'm probably already like 20%. Not good. But I only threw in a little bit. I didn't do an option. This is going to be a longer term hold, and I hope it works out. But ACM Research is attached to chip stocks, and they're like the cleaner. So I guess, let's see if it says it. Engages in the development, manufacture, and sale of single wafer wet cleaning equipment. So essentially they clean like the CPUs or the pieces that go into a CPU, GPU, that sort of thing, and they make them ready to be assembled by like NVIDIA, AMD, and that sort of thing. So
Gotcha.
They are profitable, and they're, I think, somewhat new company. Started trading in, well, that's 5 years ago, and is that the max? So I guess they started trading in like 2017. So fairly new, and I just think chip stocks aren't going anywhere. The reason why I bought this is because I was actually looking to buy even more chip stocks, but I wanted to buy something that wasn't just a chip stock like NVIDIA, AMD, Intel.
Yeah.
And so this kind of like, I don't know, this was what I was looking for. So I threw in like $100, maybe down like 20 now. My
To be
average
fair,
down,
these
but
are the altcoins. So if you
yeah,
really believe in something, research who manufactures for that particular company
yeah.
and then get in, right? Like this this is like a definite altcoin right here.
I'll show you down here. I guess price per earnings, it already shows you that it's profitable at a positive 16, but
Yeah.
it's also at 100% buy, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah.
There's some bigger players that are buying into it too. I don't know if it was BlackRock or some other big company, but I watched one of those YouTube videos on it. The dude's name is Charlie. I think his thing is like not easy trader, early trader, something like that.
Yeah.
But he does a lot of videos on like newer stocks and short squeezes and plays like that. And he brought it to my attention. So, down here you can see they've been profitable at least since the last quarter of 2022, and every quarter since they've been beating estimates. So I really like this company as far as that, but it just hasn't proven its track record yet.
Gotcha.
Yep, that's what I've been doing, and I've been staying away from the meme coins, man. I was
Stay away.
I was talking with Voodoo a little bit, and he was talking about like Mogi. We can go like look at Mogi.
Yeah.
And some others, and just like asking what people have been doing. But I don't have anything to say really, because when I got into the meme coin hype during Nike, I just lost a bunch, and I had to do that mental reset. I had to step away.
Like yeah. And I said like, dude, this meme coin season is gonna be very small.
Yeah, you were spot on with that. I don't know. How did you know that? Did you just guess or?
Yeah, kind of. I don't think, and this is just me as a whole, Cardano has the same traction that it did last bull run. Number one, I think we're swept up in all this other real world Web 2 shit, right? Where people aren't even thinking about crypto. They're thinking about like what's going on in the actual world. You know what I mean? Especially in
Yeah.
America, I guess you'd say, where the presidency is 100% up in the air. Like we could have, you know, Kamala Harris as a president, what seems like any day almost.
I would be shocked,
And
but
so, well, I mean, if let's pretend like our president passes away, which I don't want anybody to die, right?
right.
I'll make that abundantly clear. Like if let's say somebody else were to try to take out like Joe Biden or like whatever, I wouldn't be happy with that.
No,
You know?
no, there's no reason to kill that guy. He's already on his way out. But
Yeah, he's on his way out.
But no, it would surprise me if a Democrat won, because I just don't think it makes any sense. Like in any sort of popularity contest in any sort of way, anything, like even buying a video game, you wouldn't go and be like, oh, I'm going to get the new Halo 3. And then 3 months before Halo 3 drops, you've been waiting for it for like the last 2 years. You've been seeing all the trailers, and then out of nowhere, Call of Duty drops or something. And it's like, a bunch of bugs are in it. Not a whole lot of people like it. And then you're just like, yeah, I'll go with this Call of Duty thing instead of Halo that I've been waiting on for a year and a half. And I've attended all these things, and I bought the Halo Xbox. Like, nah, dude, I don't think it wouldn't make sense to me. It to me would scream that our system is rigged if a Democrat won this.
Well, what I think is that it's not to get back on the soapbox or whatever, but I think is weird is that they didn't ask the people like, who do you want to be the Democratic nominee? Right.
Okay.
There wasn't any sort of like forum to discuss this thing. It was just like all ushered very quickly.
Kamala was the VP, right?
Right. She's the VP.
So isn't it always like by default go to the VP?
I don't think so. I think, in democracy, you should be able to choose who your candidate is, unless it's an incumbent president, right? Then that should just be the default.
Because it is weird too. The Republican candidate has to be voted in by Republicans, and then the Democratic.
Correct.
So I guess in that sense, yeah. But I think the VP is there in the case of the president being, assassinated or leaving or sick or whatever. So technically she's falling into her role. I just don't know. Everybody made fun of her even when, before all of this.
Dude,
Like,
she's awful.
it makes no sense that they would throw her up.
Like, well, it would if she just plays like I'm just going to do whatever my party tells me to do. I'm going to make a shit ton of money.
It makes no sense to me, though. It makes from everybody's point of view, she is a fuck up, like, or dumb, or like not going to do well. From everyone's point of view, Democrat or Republic.
The best meme was where she was like, "Don't come, don't come," and then Trump was like, "I'm gonna come."
I do remember that.
Oh man,
that one's
so
hilarious.
good.
There are some great memes out there.
Oh, hilarious! Yeah, I think I'm really hoping that we can get back to some sort of stability. I feel like we're not very stable and strong right now as a country. I don't feel it. Like, I feel like there's too much shit up in the air, like with Ukraine and Russia and Israel and stuff like that people are just focusing on real world stuff, right? And not thinking about other things,
Yeah. I was showing this, I don't remember exactly when, but when we were overbought for sure.
Yeah.
And I said we would probably come back into the trend line, but I think I was comparing it back to here where it could kind of like go in and out for a while.
Right.
But I don't think so as well, because every time that it does that, it's coming out of a huge correction. Yeah. So like, way down, correction, and then right back to normal. Right. And then way down, we had the bear market for like 1.5 to 2.5 years. And then correction, a little bit above normal, back to normal. Right. Whoops.
Yeah.
And then the only reason why I think we were here is because we had the Trump bump. Right. Everybody was super hyped about Trump. Like,
right.
Our president finally had street cred. Like, everything was going kind of crazy
right.
that day. And now back to normal. And I think we'll do this for a while. So happy to see we're back in normal ranges, because we can start to buy stocks again. Also, Tesla had horrible earnings.
They did.
I think their profits like dropped by 40% or something like that. I saw quarter over quarter, or from quarter of last year to quarter of this year, one of the two. So like, not good. But the real thing that made it drop too was the delay of the robo taxis. And it's only delayed 2 months, which I don't think is super bad. But I do think companies in general, once they're like, hey, we're going to pause for like a second, we'll be right back with you, a lot of the times it continues to keep happening. So I think from a trader's perspective, as soon as you hear it for the first time, it is probably smart to sell out of a little bit of your position. So Tesla's down 11.5% today. I'm pretty sure it's pretty bad. My portfolio is hating me because of that. But
everybody wants to shit on Elon. We all know that.
That's true too. And
also, anytime you have a delay, but dude, the big thing is like anything in tech is gonna get delayed, dude. Like,
at some point, right? You would want it not to be, but
right,
it happens.
You want this robo taxi to come out as like with bugs in it first day, or would you rather be like kind of smooth?
It's still not the release. It's just it's like their showcase, right?
Yeah, the showcase, yeah.
So I think he probably was talking to his team in the last few months and like created something that he thought was like really important, or like a big update. And he's just like trying to get the final touches on it, is what I would imagine, because 2 months is not a big time lapse.
Yeah.
So it has to be, in my opinion, probably something small that they've been changing in the last few months. And they just want to make sure it's like perfect so that they can showcase this and kind of get people to vision, the dream that they have too. So I don't think it's too bad, but I don't know, man. It's a car company at the end of the day until it's not. So
I think they're working on some
nervous
stuff than just cars, right? Cars are their main shtick, right? That's what is the most accessible thing for people, right? Then you bring on like the Neuralink. The Neuralink was,
but it's not a part of Tesla.
Right.
So like, I'm just talking about Tesla. All the other companies that he's doing are, they're probably doing fine, but you can't trade SpaceLink or Neuralink or SpaceX. I apologize, but yeah. So that's where I was going with that mainly. But with Tesla, like the main argument is it's not a car company, right? So in my eyes, like sure, it's not a car company. They're working on, battery technology, and they're working on their robo taxis and their AI and all these other things, and that's great, and that's why I'm invested too. But at the end of the day, they're only making money from cars at this current moment.
Yeah.
Or from a little bit of software too, right? From their self-driving. But yeah, I mean, I want to see them start to come out with some of these things so that I can fully see the vision of this not just being a car company, right?
Yeah.
Like I know they're working on it and that's great, but like let me see some of that profit.
The Boring Company needs to come out with flamethrowers again.
That would be cool. That'd be hyped. Or like some sort of Trump marketing could be pretty cool too. Because I know he's already on X. Like he's supported Trump after Trump got shot. I think he like wrote this tweet about how Trump needs to be in presidency and like all this other stuff. So I know he's a big advocate and he's not afraid to talk about it.
I just want all the other outside influence shit to stop, essentially.
Yeah.
I'm seeing more and more videos of like drone footage and shit like that. I'm just like, dude, somebody's got to put a squash to all this shit. Right now, we don't have that. We have Joe Biden sick, right? Supposedly on his deathbed, saying, "Oh, I'm not going to run for president." So then we usher in somebody really with haste. You know what I mean? Like Kamala Harris is in there. She's picking a VP. Like, to be honest with you, I don't know how. I just don't know how it's going to happen. It doesn't look great, I guess you would say, unless we have like some sort of strong president in office that can take care of shit.
The idea of rushing things just never sits well with most people. Rushing the vaccines like didn't sit right with a lot of people, and now rushing in a brand, or I don't know, I'm going to say a new president, right? Like VP doesn't count. Like I'm sure you're doing presidential things and you're all around it, and like it's better than not having somebody who's been in a VP position, but like you're rushing to put somebody in, and I don't think that's a good idea. That's why I like the idea of Trump more, mainly because I think he's going to do better things, but also he's been here before. Like,
right.
He has a backing. And if there's going to be a president in the office, I want him to be supported. Like, I wanted Biden to be supported once he was voted president, right? I don't want America to be this like, oh, let's just make fun of ourselves and like hate everybody. And no, like I would much rather people be like, yeah, our president's awesome, and be proud of the country you live in rather than ashamed.
Yeah.
So I don't think Democrats have a whole lot of legs to stand on in this particular election. For me, it's like case shut, man. Trump's gonna win. It would blow my mind, and I would scream all sorts of tinfoil at the wall. Like if Trump somehow loses, it would blow my mind. It's got to be bullshit. It might have been bullshit the first election, but like if this election he loses, like there's just no doubt.
Yeah.
There's just no doubt it's bullshit.
How's your in life real world shit going as far as like job and whatnot?
It's going all right. Been working at the valet. Convinced them to get me like a slight raise, which is pretty nice, but haven't gotten it yet. So like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. They're dragging their heels, saying pretty things in my ears, basically.
it's almost wet. It's wedding season?
It's almost wedding season. Yeah, it's usually in the fall. There's a lot of weddings, but I don't know. They've been making me come in, which I don't mind. Like I've been trying to get extra hours and like really grind it out. But if I come in on the weekdays, there's just nobody there unless it's an event, right? Because like people are working. Nobody's going to a winery on a weekday.
But fuck it, I would.
If you live up there, sometimes you do, right? But it's like kind of a remote location. It's not super busy.
My dog's pissed off at me. I made her move. Come here. Come here.
But yeah, that's going all right.
Podcast?
That's going all right. I'm debating, getting either another job or like just something, just anything really. But
it's my devil dog. You're the worst thing ever to happen.
So I saw that you were at a softball game the other day.
So yeah, well, it was national tournament for my daughter, and it was in Cedar Point, Ohio, which is like an amusement park place, right? And so we stayed there. And she ended up getting second
Nice.
at nationals, which is huge. Like, that's
Yeah.
really great. I was really proud of her.
But it's
She
not
did.
first. No.
It's not first, but she got to the championship game, and like they had to win like 9 games beforehand. So it was like
Dang.
it was pretty great, you know.
Yeah.
She performed really well. Had a fun time with her team. Took my kids out to amusement park. Jesus, that was an experience to say the least.
Are
Yeah.
they big roller coaster people?
We found out that my 2 daughters are.
Okay.
So Hayden and Finley are. My son, hell no. He was so scared. Like, I love my son to death. He is great, just like my other 2 children. The problem is he's not a risk taker.
Mm.
He does not take risks. Everything is very calculated, and like he's very safe. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so, which makes me worried, you know, because you always grow up thinking, and I knew how I was. Like, I was a risk taker, you know, when I was younger, and you know, did dumb things, and it allowed me to like learn and fail a bunch. And my problem is like he's not taking enough risks to fail. But by the end of the trip, he went on one roller coaster ride, and then he was done with it. And so
Give it a
uh,
shot.
I went on a bunch of roller coasters. It was fun. It's hilarious. I'm now down to 280s now.
280s? What's that?
So 280 pounds. So I started off at 334. So I'm down almost like
Oh,
50 pounds.
okay. I heard 280s.
Yeah, in the
Oh,
280s.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you might not be able to tell, but I'm actually slimming down
No, that's
quite
awesome,
nicely right
man. I
now.
knew that you got into working out a little bit. You had some like, back and forth between like falling in and out of that rhythm of working out. But now you're back at it. You just eating right or what's
No,
going
just
on?
eating right and, you know, just eating right. Oh, Jesus, you
Whew.
see that?
I'm telling you, man. As soon as you see those candles, you got to get out.
What's up, Hugs? What's
Yo,
up,
what's going
Hugs? How
on,
you
man?
doing?
Yeah,
Dude, he
man.
was like 3 weeks ago. He was in some sort of Twitter debate with somebody, just shitting on him.
Who was it?
And I don't know what it was,
Who you
but
fighting with,
dude, it
Hug?
was so funny. Like, I just laughed.
He
I
wasn't
didn't
hugging
say
at that time.
anything.
He was shit talking.
He was shit talking somebody like 3 weeks ago, and I was like, "What's up, Hugs? Let's go!" Oh man,
That's
yeah. What do you think about Omen? By the way, they're coming a little bit of heat because of the founder and
because of Nemo, right?
yeah, Nemo.
I haven't
Talking about
really.
banging moms and shit.
I'm not sure. Probably an
It
ape.
was an ape. It was actually an ape
That's
society.
funny.
He was shitting on the ape society, which they deserve to get shit on pretty hardcore. If we're being honest, those guys absolutely made the worst move they could have possibly made.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think about it, and sometimes I'm like, dude, I always come like every 4 months. I'm like, I think I should just sell all my NFTs. And every month it's lower and lower, except for today. Space Buds went up to like 1K today.
There you go.
Yep,
That's good though. It's buds.
it is.
I never feel bad about holding a bud.
No,
You know,
let's go check it out. It was actually it was Voodoo who shouted that out to me this morning. So I was like, hell yeah. So yeah, Space Buds at 999 floor, baby.
that's good.
It is good. What were they at? Like 6, 7?
Oh man, no, I think I was at 8, right?
888. Let's see, 840, 850. All right. So I guess 840 to 850.
And because Clay's were the same way. They went down to like 8 something. And now I don't know what they're at, but they were, you know.
Yeah.
Baked Nation? You're doing Baked Nation then?
Yeah, I'll probably mint it unless it's like something ridiculously expensive and I think they're going to lose hype. But I'm just worried. I don't want Ape Nation to fall into oh wait, not Ape Nation, Clay Nation, right?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about Ape Nation?
No, Baked Nation.
Baked Nation. Okay. I don't want it to fall into the category of like, okay, it's about to be hyped up. and then the price of the OGs and the good Charlottes go up because of the mint, and then as soon as it mints, everything crashes and never comes back. Like I don't that's the terrifying thought. So I feel like there's a play to be made, and if I'm trying to base it off of stats, I should just sell on the pump up right before the mint and just be done.
I do
But I
like
don't want that to be the reality.
the way the new baked nations look.
Let's check them out.
I
Are they
think
on
they look
Twitter?
a little bit better. There were a couple like releases. I don't know. This was like a little while ago. So you might not be able to find it very well.
That's supposed to be L. I don't know.
I can't see anything.
Oh. I was talking
There
about
we go.
this one. I don't know. Maybe it's not supposed to be L. Because I know L hangs out with the Cardano girls.
Have to.
Decently.
That's a big nation right there.
Okay, so this is what one of the new ones is going to look like?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. They look good. They look more, what's the word, like for the culture
Yeah.
than the other ones. I think the other ones were like, this is our culture. I hope you like it. And this is kind of like a mixture of that.
I feel that.
I just hope it's not expensive to mint, and I hope there's a reason to hold, and I hope they continue to build more, at least hype with it, because the metaverse thing is kind of like dying down. It looks like there's always like a few updates with the metaverse, so
Yeah.
they're putting time and money into that, and I'm just not sure people care.
Yeah.
So,
which I don't think people ever really cared. It was just like kind of like a phrase people were into.
That's true. It was a very big phrase. I don't know, man. I want to be bullish on it. Like they've been here forever. I hold them. I've screamed their name from the top of my lungs, from the top of mountaintops forever. And I just want something to come. And I don't want to continue to scream their name and have them, continue to just slowly fall down the landslide.
I'm gonna come. But yeah, I don't know. I think I believe in this project, I believe in what they're doing. They're nice founders. They don't do controversial shit. You know what I'm saying?
Just don't give up.
50-50.
Just please don't
Sometimes
give
it's
up.
very good to have that controversy, right? Because it drums up like this great feeling. But I think what they're doing is like almost like a tried and true method where it's just like we just do cool shit, fun shit, and let the community like ride,
Which is fine. If you want to stick to something, like stick to something and just keep doing it. You'll have people who respect that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about the price of Cardano in the future either. I really like the idea of the hard fork, but because we already have people passing some things in what is the vote? The catalyst funds, right? We already have people passing some of those that are debatable. Like some people think it's actually going to hurt the ecosystem if this gets passed or if that gets passed. And I don't know, some questionable things have been getting passed. So if that's possible, I just worry on a large scale with our treasury that either it'll be fucked up on accident or on purpose and be spent on, I don't know, XYZ instead of ZYX. I don't know what's going to make it go well. I don't know what the thing is. You can pay VCs to come to Cardano. You can pay people to do stuff, but where does the actual money and hype come from?
Development, I guess.
We have the most development on the blockchain. I don't know, man. It's not coming from development. We're behind in some things from Ethereum because it came first, but
right.
We're farther along than the other ones who have pumped past us. Like we're not as fast as Solana, but I'd say our network works better.
Well, just like with anything else, like there's some foolery going on. You know what I mean? All this volume and all this other stuff. you know, I think it's all there's. Do you think that many people are in crypto?
I thought, and then I think I learned that I was mistaken.
Yeah.
Or there were at one point and they all left. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think everybody's involved in crypto. I don't think as many people are involved in crypto as we like to believe there is. Like you're
Yeah.
talking every day, millions of volume. Millions of volume.
I will say, I look at this and it shocks me, right? So something like SNEC, largest meme coin on Cardano. Right now, it's not too crazy, right? But you see 3 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, a space of 4 minutes in between, 9 minutes, 16 minutes. So you see that like there's 5 to 10 minute spaces in between purchases and sales on the biggest meme coin on Cardano.
Right.
That's crazy to me. Like you trade a stock, thousands, hundreds of shares constantly, every second, other second, milliseconds, billions, millions being sold.
Yeah.
All stocks, even shitty stocks, like way more volume than this. And then you look at something that's what you think huge. Like I thought SNEC, and I still think SNEC is big, right? But I thought it was like massive. If it was like massive, like I thought, there should be, like transaction every second or every other second. And it's just not like that.
Yeah.
And it could also be because of the way that crypto works, being traded 24/7. You don't need to only trade for the 8 hours that it's on. And if it was only traded for 8 hours, maybe people would be trading every second because they only have that limited amount of time. But it's interesting. It kind of blows my mind that like actually you can see slowly, minute by minute, the transactions come through on something so big as SNEC.
Right.
And it's like that for Solana too. It's not just Cardano. I'm not even saying that because I've seen it on many chains where you're just like, dude, this is going to go crazy. And then, just kind of flatlines and stays like nothing happens.
Did you get on the floor on SNEC?
Did I get in at the floor? Like when it
Yeah,
did?
like did you get like some of the initial coins or how much was it initially?
No, I did not play SNEC well at all. When SNEC first launched, it like pumped and then I was like, oh, I missed it. Let me just ignore it completely and play Bank coin. So I guess I did play really well because
Bank was okay. Bank did just fine.
I crushed Bank. But
Yes.
then because I did so well on Bank, I just ignored everything else. So I was like, all right, I'm good. I've made more money than I've ever made before in a single trade. I'm a little overwhelmed. I feel very happy. Let me just like go have dinner and forget about crypto for like a week or two.
Yeah.
All right. So that was kind of how I played that. And then SNEC, like, it just kind of hovered up and down for a while. And then it went crazy. And yeah, I just never really got in after that first month. And then, if you remember after that, it just kept going up little by little. And it's like, do you really want to buy the all-time high? And every day there was a new high for a while. So I just left it. I'm in now. I sold. Where did I sell? I sold at 250, I want to say. I was at 246, and then I bought more at like 230, and then bought more at like 225, 220, like just kept buying small amounts, then bought on the way back up. I think I even bought up here a little bit. So I'm basically break even.
Yeah.
But I had 11,000 invested, and now I only have 6.
Okay.
Which is fine. I kind of wanted to de-risk a little bit. But
which that makes sense. That's good. Yeah.
Just frustrating. I did so many in and out plays, like sold my SNEC bag and used some of that money for these other meme coins that didn't work out, lost like 3,000, and now I'm back and like have 5,000 less in SNEC, and it's like, dude, I should have just like not touched anything.
Yeah.
Just like went to bed, like fuck this shit. I don't know. I just get frustrated with it. And when I start losing, I get really frustrated and I'm like, I have to make it back. And then I lose more. And it's just like this overwhelming feeling of being a failure. I fucking hate it.
Yeah. I mean, you lose, right? But the point is you win. Like you have to learn from it, right?
Yeah.
The problem is you're trying to learn with meme coins, and that is very difficult. You know what I mean?
There's a way to do it. I lost my cool. I lost my head. If you're going to put a lot of money into meme coins, I think you should just wait for dips and put it into the tried and true. put it into the SNEC, you know. In Nike's case, when it was blowing up, you should have like rode the Nike train for a week instead of like tried to play all those other coins around it. Like, that's what I'm learning. So
Right.
I think if another coin starts to pop off and, you know, people are all on it, jump in with like 100 to 200 ADA, you go small and you just leave it be for like a week, right? If that's what you truly think, if you're thinking like it's starting to actually get real hype, not like whatever these other coins are doing, not like mom, right?
Right.
Like something Charles has tweeted, something big or something big is happening, just buy a little, hold for a week, and then be done.
Yep.
I think that's probably the way to do it.
You got it.
Probably the way to do it. It's so easy to say in retrospect, though, because you're like, well, you know, Charles has never tweeted about anything, which I guess should have seen that coming. Easy to say in retrospect.
I mean, originally I was like, you know, I'm gonna hold this neck for like a month and see where it goes, you know, and then I just kept holding and holding and holding, and then finally I saw this surgence up to the top on SNEC, and I was like, all right, now would probably be a good time to sell.
You played it well.
I did. I was like surprised, but it was cool. Like, cause I sold it all at once. You know, I'm not looking to get back in right now, but I don't know. I think things are going to go just a little bit lower, a little bit more pain.
That was how I felt too. When I only put back in like 5,000, every other like week I've been throwing in another 500 into SNEC just because it was going higher and higher, and I was like, damn it, like this is my play, you know, the one that I've been watching. But I think if you really do only take the best of the best meme coins, I was thinking about doing it with Bonk too, because you can see when there's a big dip, it'll be like Bonk is down 10%, 15%, 20% on the day or something on big down days. And then you buy that, and you know, in the morning, I almost always wake up and it's like Bonk's up 7%, Bonk's up 8%. And it's just like, damn, like you really can do 8 to 10% swings very easily on meme coins within a day or two.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I might give that a shot. But ultimately, I think if you wait for big dips on something like SNEC and then you just buy, I don't know, you can go big, you can go small, but you buy the dips where the ranges are, and you can almost always guarantee yourself 10% in one way or another. So like SNEC, for example, like this was a pretty strong dip. Who knows when the bottom would be? That would definitely be a tough one because you could have guessed like right around here. You could have guessed up here. Could have guessed like in this range. But no, it's all the way down here. But I would say any of these like points of interest, you could just throw a little bit of money and play the bounce.
Yeah.
And if it's SNEC, you don't have to worry. If you're wrong, you just have to wait longer. But if you buy CTO because you think that L is a great guy and he's going to pump your bags for you, and then you lose everything that you've ever owned, you know,
which is what happened.
It's never going to come back. Let's go look at CTO. I put in 3,000 ADA into this. Oh, look at how beautiful that
is.
is.
Everybody got so fucking pissed off at L2.
Look at this. Look at this. 13 ADA. 13 ADA. This is the sort of thing, like, it honestly makes me want to quit. It like honestly makes me just like not want to do this and just like go get like a full-time job and just accept that my life is a peasant and I'm just a worker bee to like make rich people happy. Like that's how I fucking feel right now, dude. I'm getting really frustrated with this shit.
How much did you buy?
3,000.
3,000 ADA worth?
Yeah.
And you rode it all the way down?
No. I bought right at the very bottom, right? Let me show you. I bought right here. I threw in 50 ADA and then I went to go do something and I came back 4 hours later and it was up here and I made 500 ADA. And I was like, I am so good at this. Wow, that is crazy. And then I was like, I don't know why this happened though. So let me sell and get the fuck out. And then I'll go do my research and figure out like, why is this pumping? And when doing that, I jumped into Jupiter's chat. I saw some people being like, people are selling Nike to go into CTO. L's pumping it. They can't do anything with Nike because of this and that. So they're actually moving it over to CTO. And this is going to happen. This is going to happen. And I was like, oh, Nike's moving to CTO. I was like, oh, that's fucking crazy. And I went heavy at the very top. And then nothing happened.
Yeah.
And I was just like, bro, I am so dumb. Like, how do I do this every fucking time? And it's not every time. It's just, you get frustrated, man. So that's why I had to let it go. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to make any more plays. Like 3,000 is a fuck ton for me. I don't have
everybody was
like.
pissed off at L, and it was like, I
It
mean, I
was
get
not
it.
even entirely his fault though. He bought in a shit ton. He put in like 17 to 18,000 ADA of his own money. He fucked up doing some over-the-counter giveaways and some over-the-counter sales. Let's say that, sure. In that regard, I think he messed up. But also, there was still somebody else out there, the owner of the project or whoever, holding like 10 to 12%.
Yeah.
And it's like if you pump the project up a bunch, that 10 to 12% can dump on everybody and crash the project. And it did. And then on top of that, they're smart, dude. They're smart. They put in these big sell orders, but right before they do that, you can see it coming a mile away. And I ignored all the signs, even though I've seen it twice. They put in these big buys and they put it in for, let's say, 50 to 80% lower than the price. And you're just like, oh, that's never going to happen. These buys are stupid. They're just protecting whatever. No, these are the same wallets. They're doing this so that it looks like the big wallet no longer has the allocation. And then that big wallet will dump on you. Those smaller wallets that are theirs, they buy it back at the bottom. And because you see this big drop, and then you have all these people put in their orders, but while they're putting in their orders, it already does this. And now the orders push it up even higher. And then he redumps on you and he rinse and repeat. And you get fucked. Everybody gets fucked except for like the 1 to 2 people that have enough money and know what they're doing and are manipulating the price.
Right.
It's so frustrating to watch though. And all it's going to do is just suck out all the liquidity to a few players and we're going to have nothing left. And there's going to be nobody here playing musical chairs and meme coins anymore.
Yeah.
Until the next big Nike comes around.
Well, which is what you're saying now.
Right. It's just frustrating. The best way to do it is to let people eat and then dump on them after that.
Right.
But if you dump like 20,000 bag on a, let's say like the liquidity inside is like 40,000, the project's done.
On that 3K though, if Nike would have really came in, like you would have made a shit ton of money.
If I put in 3K like at the right time and Nike and just held it, yeah. No, I messed up. And then I was like, all right, Nike's the new big thing. It's down on, a pretty big dip. We can go look at Nike real quick.
Nike's down huge.
Right. So, it came down right here. I was like, oh, I'll just buy a little bit more Nike. It came down here. I'll just buy a little bit more Nike. It came down here. I'll just buy a little bit more Nike. And then it just keeps falling and falling and falling. And it's just, okay, well, if you don't buy in during the run up and you just buy these dips, like you're literally catching a falling knife.
Yeah.
So
you're an investor.
Yeah. At that point, right?
You went from trader to investor.
Yeah.
Real quick.
That's why I do think though, like just play the big ones that are for sure. Play SNEC and buy the dips on SNEC, and you can treat it like a trade. You can try to make 10% to 20% on the rebound, and if you miss it, just hold it. It's SNEC.
Yeah,
and that's how you can have fun, playing these things instead of if you lose, you just have a bigger bag of SNEC for when you don't.
Right.
So,
I mean, the way that I looked at it, if I'm playing, like I said in the beginning, like this spring, if there's one meme coin I'm playing, it's SNEC.
Yeah.
It has to be SNEC. And number 2, it's like, I sold my SNEC. I made, my quick buck or whatever after a month, and I was good.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Like Goofy on trial.
Too, man.
We'll do it again. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever watched that?
I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen it in a long time, but yeah.
I murdered him. Dude, it's just so funny, dude.
The voice is just over the top. But yeah, there is a lot of money to be made on SNEC too. Like not even just holding and waiting for pumps. Like you can buy the dips. Like SNEC has so many jagged entries and exit points.
Right.
So getting in and out of SNEC is pretty smart. It's just you don't want to be the guy, and I think this is why everybody holds. You don't want to be the guy who, bought right here and then like sold right here or whatever, and then had to do like that, right? Like had it, and then it just skyrockets to where it'd be, I don't know, instead of 10,000, it'd be maybe like 40,000.
Right.
So that's why I think everybody holds something like SNEC is because they're just waiting for that moment.
I'm hoping some sort of massive liquidity comes. You know what I mean? I really do.
They talk about the stuff that's built on all these chains, and Cardano has a lot of stuff that's built on its chain that makes the chain a better, safer chain.
Yeah.
And we're not seeing it right now, but I'd argue we're still not really seeing it. We're kind of seeing it in Sol. But like, where's the volume right now? Like, is it in ETH? Is it in Sol? Or is it completely gone from everywhere?
I think it's gone from everywhere, really.
That's what I think too.
I mean, don't even look at NFTs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the problem.
Yeah.
People playing NFTs right now are just crazier than crazy.
I don't even know how you would try to play NFTs. Like, who else is playing these?
Well, you can buy a Bored Ape if you want. Like, if you had conviction or whatever, you can buy a Mutant Ape right now for like $5K.
These things are crazy. Set Tardio whitelist.
Yes.
Yeah. Fucking, I guess maybe the reason SpaceBuds is doing well too is because SpaceBuds gave out some of these whitelists. Voodoo got one. Shout out to Voodoo.
What is it for?
I am with Satardio. I don't know. Probably another meme coin that's about to launch, if I had to guess. My cool NFT project description. What a description.
Who is this? Do they have a Twitter handle attached to their thing? It's a
Do they normally put it over here, right?
No, it's on the front page. The Satardio. Should have Twitter or something. Yeah, Twitter over there to the right.
Ah, I see it.
Why are you like a Satardio right now?
what is a Satardio? So this has got to be Andrew Tate right here because of the tattoo, right?
I can't see.
Oh, all right. So this has got to be.
Yes, that's Andrew Tate.
That's Andrew Tate.
Yeah. That's Mogi.
We live in a simulation. Everything is Satardio. Whitelist eats free. I don't know.
So should I buy one? I don't.
Sending hard. This did free. What is the Mogi everyone's talking about?
So it's a Mogi thing?
I guess so. I don't know.
I'll do some research into it.
I've been seeing it. I just keep fading it because I'm just so mad that I lost money and I don't want to lose more money. And then everybody playing it is making money, of course. That's such a hard mentality to get over. Like being so frivolous with my money during the pumps of Nike, like anything I threw my money into, I was just making money on, and I was just willingly just throwing hundreds and hundreds everywhere, making money everywhere. And it felt so cool. And now I'm just like, all right, there's money right in front of me. I know everybody likes this thing, and I still can't bring myself to buy it.
Then a Mogi cat.
Mogi set cat. I don't know. It's just a meme coin, right? Like
Mogis. I totally get it. The cat is wet, but why would you hold one? I don't get it.
You got a website, very basic website.
What is this?
And then they have Dex Hunter at the bottom of their website. Interesting. I don't know. I know Jupiter's big on them, but I couldn't figure out why.
What is this thing?
Mogi set marketplace? No, these are just these. Not sure how anyone is playing an NFT 3 minutes later. So should I buy one?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is, man.
That is really funny. Yeah, I don't know either, man. I'm clicking on these links. I'm realizing it's not showing you where I'm clicking, but nothing's like really important here.
Wet side till I dry. What the fuck is this, dude? Dumb shit. What is this dumb shit we are in right now? I got Shrek with an Adonis pose in
All I
different
know,
dimensions. Like, what the fuck is going on?
is if I buy this, 10 minutes later, I'm going to lose it all. So for everyone else's sake, I'm going to stay out of this one, and I'm going to let it pump.
Yeah, is it like? But I want to know what it's for. If it's a coin, I might do it. If it's for an NFT, I'm not doing it.
I don't know. Maybe it's for an NFT that gives you staking rewards for a coin. That's what everyone's doing.
What are these NFTs right here? What
Wait,
is that?
shout outs to Adam J, Space Pugs. He created, let me show you all this. He created the Project One, and there's going to be, am I not followed? There's going to be, it's like a staking platform, and I guess he worked with Cardano Lands to create this. And Cardano Lands, that was like everything they were about was staking. Probably still is. So y'all can now go connect your NFTs to the One platform. I haven't actually checked it out. Let me check it out. So it looks like these are all the. This is basically Cardano Lands. This looks just like Cardano Lands.
Yeah.
Only like a nicer, more professional UI. Purdy cats? No way. That's still a thing?
What are Purdy cats?
You remember Purdy cats?
No. What is
These
it?
were Purdy cats was a collection created by the person who made Space Buds. You remember? They were gonna be something.
Click on it, dude. Click on it.
You don't remember these? Hold on. Let me bring you to the JPEG. Is it yeah. These right here.
Oh shit.
You remember these?
Yes.
They were worth something and now they're worth nothing, like every other NFT?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you can now stake these. Stakeable on Cardano Lands. Yep, right there.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know why I would, but go ahead.
No, I think he was just telling me he's got this staking platform working. He's gonna add some other things to it. Let's see.
Oh, that one's got a pizza I might buy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, hey, you want to go halvesies on a Mutant Ape?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
No. No NFTs.
No NFTs? Not even
no
Mutant Ape?
NFTs. No, not even a clay. No, nothing. Not
No
even
nothing?
a
You go
two.
halvesies
I
for
wouldn't
clay?
even split a 2 ADA NFT with you right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
I understand.
I'm a broke boy who thought he was rich and then lost a little bit of money and realized how broke he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I need to go back to being broke.
We got this mutant ape though on the floor, like 5,600.
Mutant ape for 5,600.
Yep.
Yeah, what a steal. When in 2 days it'll be worth 11.
1,100?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I just don't have faith in any NFTs right now. There's just
I think this is the bottom. We are witnessing the bottom.
You're catching a fault knife. These are NFTs we're talking about, bro. There is no bottom.
I think mutant apes are still a flex though. Same with
Yeah,
bored apes.
yeah. I can lose tens of thousands of dollars on an NFT. That is the flex. And I can still live. I can still pay my bills. That is the flex.
Not that it's returning to this, but at one point these were selling for like, I think it was like 30 ETH each.
I'm sure it's a lot.
Could you imagine?
Yeah. It sounds great. And it sounds like a fairy tale. It sounds like 3 years ago.
Point, bored apes were selling for like 100 ETH each. It was so incredibly dumb. Think about it. How dumb is that?
It seemed so dumb. It like everyone was making fun of it, but the price kept going up. So it made everybody feel like, okay, well, there's true value here, even though it sounds dumb. Just like
Correct.
Crypto sounded dumb, and now there's value here, right? But then you actually get smacked in the face by NFTs, and you realize, no, there actually never was. You were just fooled. And with crypto, we still, we got something. Well, you gotta
go. I am out of battery.
Oh shit!
And I have to go anyway.
All good. I do too. I haven't eaten anything. My stomach is killing me.
Get some chicken.
Will do. Probably some Chick-fil-A. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all for watching. Let me bitch about meme coins and losing a bunch of money. Hopefully, a couple streams from now we'll be bragging about making some money, but for now we're in the trenches. But anyways, hope you all have a great day. Remember to get outside, see your family, see your friends. Here to make more money so that we can spend more time with them. Until next time, peace. Hey.